Hey, hey man, did you hear about Battlefield 4? Oh, Battlefield 4. Battlefield 4. Guess what? I don't give a fuck because it's the same fucking shit that we played in 3. Yep, same fucking shit. All that's new is a new engine and some buildings that decided to fall down randomly for no apparent reason. I watched gameplay of a guy shooting an RPG at it repeatedly for 10 minutes and nothing happened. And that was at the pillars where the buildings are supposedly supposed to fall at. And yes, it was a destructible building. Honestly, it should be called Bad Company 3, or it should be called Battlefield 3.5, because it's the same shit. Call of Duty Ghost, on the other hand, is pretty much brand new in a lot of ways. Am I buying Battlefield 4? Probably not. I'm not really gonna spend my money for something that has, I don't know, looks better, more beautiful, and has the same type of gameplay, same everything else. Call of Duty, on the other hand, though, has a whole bunch of new crap, whole bunch of new gameplays, more guns, more everything, and it looks completely different than how it used to look, so I would obviously buy that. I mean, that'd be the smart choice. I mean, basically, if you had to choose a Christmas gift, would you get the thing that you got for Christmas last year, or would you get the thing that you've been getting? Alright, so let's say, alright, scratch that. You got two things. You get them every year. Both of them. Would you rather get the one that's the same? You know, it's been the same, but you still bought them because they're fun. Or would you buy the one that's different in a lot of ways? Honestly, I'd buy the one that's different in a lot of ways. I mean, I'm probably going to end up playing Battlefield 4. Hell, my brother's probably going to be buying it since he loves it so much. So, yeah, I'll probably be playing it. But what I'm trying to say here is it's the same thing. Now, a lot of people, their main defense is, oh, new engine, looks beautiful. Oh, buildings, dude. Buildings falling. I mean, if I really wanted to be a jerk, all I'd have to say is, yeah, there's this map called Free Fall on Ghost. It's basically that. But, otherwise you'd be like, no, dude, Battlefield's... And I don't feel like getting in a heated argument with someone who thinks that Battlefield's better when it's the same shit that we've been fed for, whenever the franchise started. I mean, Bad Company 2, great. Battlefield 3, pretty good. I sometimes have fun with it, but Battlefield 4, it looks the same. It's, the new buildings, yeah, the graphics are great, the, new engine, everyone perks up when they hear a new engine, like, oh, new engine, okay? That, it doesn't mean anything. All it means is new graphical capabilities and some other things that you can do that really don't, they don't mean shit. That's like if I, freaking bought something, and then got rid of something that was in it, and then put something a little bit better in it, and there'd be that. I mean, yeah, cool that they have a new engine, but at the same time, it's the same gameplay that they're throwing out. GTA 5. Grand Theft Auto 5, on the other hand, that was a huge improvement from, what they had before. Because, Grand Theft Auto 4, I played that for a long time. And I had a ton of fun. It was obviously it was completely different from San Andreas, but it was just so fun. Like, I could play it for hours and not get bored for some reason, even though the map wasn't the greatest. I mean, there's just 3 islands, but then, you look at the little things that, like, not a lot of people know about. I know there's, like, DLC was pretty good on there, and online, it was, like, the first time they had actual online, and it was fun. And, we come to Grand Theft Auto 5, and, I bet a lot of people were expecting the same thing, just a little bit different. Yeah, it had the same idea, but it was completely different in a ton of ways, and there's way more things to do. So, what I'm trying to get out here is that that's the same thing they should have probably done with Battlefield 4. But I'm going to go back to Grand Theft Auto 5, because, that game's amazing. I mean, if you make $800 million on the first day of sales, or some whacked up shit like that, I'd be happy as hell. That's impressive. I think this is when I started getting aimbotted. Around here, I don't know, there were 2 aimbotters with gold guns. But anyway, so, Grand Theft Auto 5, that, the map's huge. There's so many different cars. And I looked online about some of the little pictures that they had up there and the comparisons. I looked at the comment from Grand Theft Auto 4 and the comment from Grand Theft Auto 5. And it was like, wow, you don't think about it, because when you think about the cars in Grand Theft Auto 5, in Grand Theft Auto 4, they looked great. They're great cars. And then you see Grand Theft Auto 5 and it makes Grand Theft Auto 4 look like utter shit. I mean, I know the characters, like some of their faces look pretty bad in Grand Theft Auto 4. And they didn't have planes, but the fact that you can take the same idea, put it, back in a familiar location and have all this other stuff is just great. That's a lot of source, I don't, 3 characters, new stuff to do, a lot of things to do. I mean, in Battlefield, they could have at least, I don't know, I don't know how the campaign goes. I mean, I only played like a small section of it. I guess I could go on YouTube here and look up the ending, but, too lazy.
New releases?
For new releases, though, like I know a lot of new games are going to be coming out for PS4, Xbox One. Oh yeah, that is a good question. What are you guys getting, Xbox One or PS4? Honestly, I'm going to get PlayStation 4. Why? Because that'd be the logical thing to do when you're paying $100 less than what everybody else is spending. That's like saying, that's a big punch in the balls to Xbox, honestly. If you're selling something that's obviously better to other people for $100 less, I mean, I think it said like 2.5 gigabytes of RAM were put into the Xbox One for just TV purposes. And, the whole thing with PS4 is that it's all about gaming. And yeah, there's, the same TV stuff, but it's not. The Xbox One, I think what they were trying to do is make it like an all-one device. That's why it's called One, right? I don't know. Xbox One. So, I guess they put everything in one, and not a lot of people like that. I know a lot of people were trying to say they were going to get spied on because of the Kinect was always on, but I don't know. Honestly, I wouldn't pay, what, I think it was like, $500? Mm-hmm. Yeah, $500 for something that really, that's almost the same as, well, not the same, but around the same criteria as something that costs $100 less. I mean, I grew up with PlayStation. I had PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, So, seeing that the company that you're buying, your provider that you're buying stuff from comes out with something $100 less, and if you're, that's like, oh yeah, you're going to stick with it, obviously. I mean, who wouldn't do that? That's like nuts if no one would do that. I mean, I would not spend $500 on an Xbox One if I was even trying to see what it would be like. Because I could just look at a YouTube video, see what the Xbox One looks like, instead of spending that much money on it. I mean, good idea, badly thrown out. It wasn't thrown out good. They could have done a way better job. No, yeah, that's my opinion on the console war. Pretty sure PS4 kind of kicked ass in that whole thing.
New Last of Us.
And oh yeah, that's another thing, with the new PlayStation titles. I know there's 2 more Last of Us websites that were licensed, so Last of Us 2 and Last of Us 3, so we can look forward to that and it'd be even more beautiful considering how beautiful the first Last of Us was.
New Killzone.
Then there's Killzone, there's a new Infamous, and there's a whole bunch of shit that that's going to be on PlayStation titles. And then Xbox, they have like Metal Gear Solid and some Dead something, oh crap, something like that. I forgot what it was, but they had a lot of stuff, so it was kind of interesting. At the same time, I kind of felt like the PS4 had way more to offer because they did. Yeah, I think is the extra $100 really worth you know, the DLC first, or, you know, all this other stuff first, because you ask me, that's kind of like bribery. Like, yo, give us an extra $100 and we'll give you something a month early. I mean, I know that wasn't the case with the 360, but, you know, still. And another thing, back to the console wars, is that the PlayStation comes with a headset, an actual headset. And, you know, the little Sony headsets, and the Xbox One doesn't. It just comes with the Kinect. And then, so yeah, I don't really know about that. I mean, I had free headset. I know mine break. Like I had a few Turtle Beaches and mine's broken, so a new headset would be nice. But anyway, I will see you later, YouTube. This has been Nightmare. Like, comment, and subscribe, and this is Throwback Saturday.